Welcome to INTELLO videos. For applications and experiments which require hydrodynamic measurements with rotating electrodes, a work system can be created by adding an Autolab rotating disc electrode, an RDE, or an Autolab rotating cylinder electrode, an RCE, to the VIONIC main instrument. The procedure of adding an RDE or RCE to the work system is the same. I'm going to show you how to set up the rotating electrode in the work system, how to do a hydrodynamic experiment with a ferro-ferri electrolyte, and do an analysis of the hydrodynamic data into NOVA. The Autolab rotating electrode can be remotely controlled from VIONIC powered by INTELLO. For this, one of the analog outputs, the AOUT1 or the AOUT2, on the back panel of VIONIC must be connected to the remote input BNC connector on the back panel of the motor controller by using a BNC cable. Welcome to the INTELLO software. First, we're going to create a work system. At the moment, we have VIONIC available, 0005. And when I double click on this one, we can add an additional device. There are known devices, and we can add devices with this plus button. In the device category, we can select accessories and what kind of device type we have. We have an Autolab rotating disc electrode or an Autolab rotating cylinder electrode. At the moment, I have a rotating disc electrode and I'm giving the name RDE1. From the Autolab accessories, we can drag and drop this RDE1 into the work system of VIONIC. So we can drag and drop it, then the analog out number 1 becomes available, and there we can add the RDE1. So now we can control the rotation speed from the INTELLO software, sending the signal from the analog out to the remote input of the motor controller of the rotating disc electrode. Close and claim, and we go back to my home screen. In the home screen, we can select in the procedures the hydrodynamic linear sweep voltammetry, this one here. And in this procedure, we have a linear sweep voltammetry is repeated at different rotation rates for hydrodynamic measurements on a rotating disc electrode or rotating cylinder electrode. This procedure allows for further hydrodynamic analysis in the leavage or Kuttecki leavage equations with the INTO-NOVA tool. A rotator must be connected to one of the AOUT ports of VIONIC and added to your work system configuration. Well, that's what we all did. So our system is ready. We have our VIONIC and we have our rotator. If you look at the sequence, there's a repeat loop in the sequence. And each time after the LSV is finished, it changes the rotation speed from 1000 RPM to 3000 RPM in 4 different steps. Yeah? The rotation speed is automatically changing after each measurement. So this is all finished. My electrodes are attached. So reference electrode, working and counter electrode is in the electrolyte. And I press start. We can follow what's happening in the procedure. We're stabilizing for 5 seconds. Rotation speed is set for 10 seconds. And then a linear sweep voltammetry is started. So we can follow for each rotation speed what's happening. So this is the rotation speed at 1000 RPM, and we're measuring from 0.76 volt versus reference electrode to minus 0.2 volt versus reference electrode at the rotation of a scan rate of 50 millivolt per second. The rotation speed is increased to 1548 RPM, and now the second LSV will automatically start. So you see nice rotation limiting current of each rotation rate. The rotator automatically goes to 2214 RPM, and you will see an increase of the limiting current, as you see here. You can also see a color gradient of each rotation rate. So it's a lighter color for the first RPM, and it goes darker and darker until the last RPM. And the final rotation speed is 3000 RPM. And when the data is finished, we can export the data into Nova for the analysis. There are two types of analysis. There's the leavage analysis or the Kutecki leavage analysis. The procedure is finished. I have my data. I can go in the upper right corner, analyze data in Nova, and then you can also select with hydrodynamic analysis. So when you select this button here, you save it, the name, hydrodynamic LSV test 1, for example. Save. You can launch Nova from INTELLO. And the Nova 2.15 version will open automatically. Then you import the data, hydrodynamic LSV test 1, open, and in here you will find the data appearing. It also draws the analysis, so the leavage and Kutecki leavage line, and gives you the values in a formula of the regression. You can also select the line yourself by moving along the points in here as well. So you can automatically change the leavage and Kutecki leavage equation. So you can move along at which part you want to do the analysis. That's automatically done in the Nova software. Thank you for watching INTELLO videos. If you found this INTELLO video helpful, please like and share with your colleagues. You can subscribe to the Metrohm Autolab YouTube channel so you are notified when new videos are available.